Hello, this is Glass Garden Books, and this is Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, number 0, that I got for just 25 cents. Dynamite introductory priced issue at 25 cents. And there are different covers of this introductory preview comic, but that was the only one that was left at the comic book store on the weekend I went. Some of the other covers they have here in the back, where you can see what the other covers look like. I would have liked to have that one on the right, and that one on the bottom right. The one on the left, she looks like she's in shadow, which is weird. Made it where it was hard to see her face. I like them where I can at least see her. This was some other options for covers. That one was not used. That was just extra art. Those are just character studies. And the rest of this, that'll be Sheena number 1, the next one. I want to get it. The rest of this is basically ads. But the front is a story. So you do get a story. And the story you get in it is about Sheena being the protector of the jungle and feeling like she needs to protect it from outsiders. And to her, outsiders, it shows her shooting down a drone. The drone lands in a forbidden palace temple city that no living thing's supposed to step in. And Sheena feels like she has to go in, get the drone out, since it was her fault from shooting it, that it landed in the city and broke the forbidden, where nothing was supposed to enter. She goes in there, sets off a few traps, a few booby traps, but she ends up getting out. And she has what I think was a flashback to her parents and why she's there. Like, her parents were there to inspect the Forbidden Temple. And they probably set off a booby trap and died, and then she was left there. That's kind of how the flashback looked. They didn't really explain the flashback, so it was just a few frames. Anyway, it looks like a pretty good comic book with Sheena. I also used to watch the Sheena, the TV show. It was a little reminiscent of that. They had at the very end a dude that was like at home in his pajamas eating takeout, watching a computer screen going, what did I just record? So in other words, someone behind the drone saw her or saw the forces in the temple that was like a live plant trying to attack everything. And so not sure if he saw Sheena or saw the Forbidden Temple in the jungle, so either he thinks he discovered a temple that has never been discovered, and or seen a girl that he doesn't think should be there doing things that seem almost superhuman. Anyway, they just left it at that. That's how that little story ended, with the guy going, sorta. It would be fun to see if they show more of that, or if he ends up in the jungle to see her, and it ends up being a little bit like the TV show. With the TV show, there was a guy who was like a guide in the jungle, but he still stumbled across her. So in this one, it's going to be some nerd drone dude stumbles across Sheena. So as to what happens then, I doubt Sheena would go for nerd drone dude. And if that's the way this comic goes, it'd be totally unrealistic. I gotta admit, I like that they're at least doing Sheena, and they got the cute little lemurs on the front, which the lemurs I don't think were in the rest of the story. It's just a cute little picture. I do love that this preview comic was only 25 cents. That was nice, that it was a low price. I guarantee you more people will pick it up. I like that they're doing a 25-cent thing instead of some of them just waiting until Free Comic Book Day just in May to give out a free comic, when they know that most of the stores have limits to 1 to 3 comics they'll let people pick up, because the stores have to pay for those issues. That's why you're limited on how many you can take out of most stores. So most people get the comics that they already know and still aren't getting new ones. So making the new ones be a cheap 25-cent or even 50-cent, but 25 cents really nice and cheap, so that people will pick it up and go, yeah, I'll try this and see if I like it. I tried it. I liked it. They had good enough images and artwork throughout the whole thing. It reminded me a little bit of a coloring book a little bit, in that it wasn't like super detailed on the inside. I don't know how to describe that more. They did more of the detail colors with the color differences in color on shading things, rather than drawing little shading marks, as you can tell from the front cover. So it wasn't a lot of drawn shading marks with the ink pen. It was done with the colors instead. So I like that. It makes it look a little brighter. Alright, this has been Glass Garden Books, signing out.